Alright, so just doing some brainstorming, some figuring on how I'm going to insulate the ceiling on this side, and I think I have something kind of worked out here. So on that side, the opposite side, I used a right angle bracket with a 2x running across, and then slid the foam board insulation over top of that between the ceiling of the container and the 2x. And that was kind of a pain to snug, and with the shape of the roof being so uneven, it was too hard to slide anything in and out that way. So on this side, the workshop side, I'm going to change things up a little bit, and instead of a 2x, I'm going to use a 1x. And I'm going to flip the bracket over to give myself a little more room when I attach it to the channel running along the ceiling here. And I can attach the 1x to that. That'll give me so much more space to slide boards in here. And I'm not sure I might even have enough space to slide 2 boards in here if I feel like I need more insulation on this side, because it does get less shade. And then doing it this way, I'm able to use whole sheets of foam board, and I don't have to cut them down to fit in between the ribs or anything. So it's sort of like the way I did it on that side, but slightly different. So let's get to it. God, why? Well, I almost did it again. Started screwing into the channel on the inside, and some water started dripping out. But this time, big brain move, we're gonna drain it outside before we start drilling more holes. Outside. So I'm just going to drain it outside, and one of these days we'll figure out how the water's getting in there. But I guess I gotta wait till that dries, so I'm going to go cut some wood. the tap and screw sticking out, so it was catching. So take off a little more material. Forgot I hadn't put a hole on this side to drain either. I gotta punch more holes in for brackets, so always doing it on the underside will help drain it. So when I put holes in the side, the underside will be lower and drain better. So I'm gonna give that a minute to drain and then I'll go put in the next board. tired. I kind of ran out of steam yesterday, so now I have, I think, just one more whole sheet to get up. But I was holding off on doing the roof or the ceiling until I knew where I was going to cut that hole for the But I was waiting to do the ceiling until I knew where I was going to cut that hole for the solar panels. So let's get that last one knocked out. Unfortunately, you missed putting in the last board, but I was just checking, and these boards are 86 degrees, 87. Up here where there's no insulation, it's up over 90, 94, 95. But way over here, I don't have insulation in this last, I don't know, 2.5 feet. And back up over here by the door, I don't have any insulation for that last 2 feet or so, and it's well up over 130 degrees. So I can already tell this is making a huge difference. I just gotta figure out a way to do that last bit over there at the end by the door and up here on the top ridge here. But again, I'm trying to keep the hooks up there exposed so I can use them for hanging stuff if I need to. But we get to block those off and again just keep more heat out. It's actually pretty bearable out here, which is nice. But my camera was fogged over because it was so humid in here that the inside of the camera fogged up, so there's nothing I could do. So he missed putting in that last board, and I think today I'm just going to work on organizing and cleaning up in here.